Welcome to MPUNGWE-PUNGWE YouTube channel. Subscribe for you to enjoy more of our videos anytime we upload.
Honour member for Doha West. The honour member for Doha West, are you in the house?
Yeah, I'm here.
Please, you have the floor, madam.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, madam. Good morning.
Yeah. Indeed, question number 81 is for the people of Doha West. Thank you. I submit.
Thank you. Honour Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you very much, Honourable Deputy Speaker. Good morning to you and the Honourable House. I would like to thank the member for Doha West for the question that is asking the Ministry of Irrigation and Water Development, Agriculture too, to consider providing additional boreholes at Nambuma and Kasunta and Chisepo trading centers, as the only boreholes available in the mentioned areas are inadequate to cater for the growing population. Honourable Second Deputy Speaker, my ministry is aware of the need to increase number of water points, including boreholes, in most trading centers, considering population growth and growing demand. However, the honourable member is informed that my ministry does not have a budget for drilling boreholes in the country, since this function was devolved to district councils. Honourable Deputy Speaker, sir, the district councils use the water fund amongst other projects for drilling boreholes in constituencies and indeed other development partners across the country. In this regard, Honourable Deputy Speaker, through you, the Honourable Member is advised to present this request to the Doha District Council for the Council's consideration. I thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. The Honourable Member for ZAULIMI YALUSA. The next constituency is MPUNGWE-PUNGWE, and the Honourable Member from Zimba South. In that order, Honour members.
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker, for allowing the ZAULIMI constituency to ask a supplementary question to Minister of Agriculture. I would like to ask our Minister, our able Minister of Agriculture, to consider with the piped water at the Chimbia Trading Center. Chimbia Trading Center is one of the centers which is growing at very fast rate, and it's supplying maize, beans to the whole nation. So may you please consider us with piped water. Thank you so much.
Thank you. There's MPUNGWE.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for granting an opportunity to people of the MPUNGWE constituency to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to ask Honourable Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation and Water Development to consider extending piped water supply to Mlangali, Skwasuga, Tete, and Lobi. For Mlangali and Skwasuga, there is a hilly terrain that makes it extremely difficult for residents to access safe and reliable water sources from the boreholes, while Tete and Lobi are amongst the fastest growing trading centers in Deza, which contributes significantly to the district council's revenue and have the potential to generate substantial revenue for the Department of Water through water bill connections. Currently, business people and residents are forced to obtain water from unprotected sources which possess serious health risks. And furthermore, I would like to ask the Minister of Agriculture, Irrigation, Water and Development to kindly consider establishing an agriculture extension planning area at MPUNGWE Trading Center as farmers in this area are forced to walk long distances to access essential agricultural services, such as the extension advice, farm input subsidies, and modern farm techniques. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you. Mzimba South.
Thank you, First Deputy Speaker, for giving the people of Mbangweni, Jenda, Bangalala, Luviri to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Agriculture, more especially concerning the borehole issue. Firstly, let me thank her and also thank the President for the continued support for the Mbangweni water supply system, where 4 boreholes were drilled already, and the project is going on very well. My supplementary question to her is just a plea. Since she became a Minister of Water, she hasn't gone to the north, so I wanted her to have a special invitation that TM Zuguzugu, TM Zugola wants you very much. They want to see you at Mbangweni so that you can see the beautiful project that you are continuing. Minister of Water, please. This is the request for TM Zuguzugu. I was with him yesterday. So he said, no, ask the Minister of Agriculture, the one who looks for water, to come here at Mbangweni so that at least you can see the project that is happening there. So it's an invitation to you. Just come and I will arrange everything for you. Thank you.
Greetings to the TM Zuguzugu when you end up going back to see him. Thank you. Honorable Minister.
Thank you very much, Honorable First Deputy Speaker. I would like to thank the member for the
ZAULIMI constituency.
Yes, thank you. The ZAULIMI for his question. Our request that we should have a project to provide piped water at Chimbia. This is indeed a very busy area, and one would also support the fact that there should be piped water at Chimbia. But again, Honorable Deputy Speaker, I would urge the Honorable Member, to submit this project to the Council. These projects are now under CDF. So please, let's make use of this CDF in such projects. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, the same applies to the request by the Zankuti that we should extend the piped water system to Tangani all the way to Lobby. Again, I would say that CDF should take care of this, but considering the magnitude of this project, we'll come to assess the piped water system that is there and see whether the CDF can accommodate this or not. So be assured that we'll come to assess the situation in Zankuti. And there's also a request that we should have an EPA in data. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, I would like to respond to the Honorable Member for Zankuti that this might not happen because the EPA that we have around that area suffices in as far as our assessment is concerned. But again, we will have a conversation with you to see whether you need extra heads in terms of extension services in your area. And please do not hesitate to contact me at tea break or any other time so that we discuss this matter further. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, I graciously received the invitation from TM Zuguzugu. Please pass my greetings to him. I know him very well. Actually, my sister is married to one of his relatives, so he knows me. So tell him when time comes, I'll visit him and see what is happening to the project. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, as you are aware, we are in times of austerity measures, so we are limiting our local travel as much as we are doing so to our foreign travel. So when time comes, I will make that visit. Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. We now move to question 120, coming from the good people of Chikwawa East. Chikwawa East, you have the floor.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, I rise to confirm that the question appearing under my name on today's order paper is indeed coming from the people of Chikwawa East constituency and Senior Chief Makwira T.A. Chibutula. You may wish to note, Mr. Deputy Speaker, that Kati Irrigation Scheme is one of the oldest schemes in the country and saves about 2,000 farmers. And of late, the scheme is facing challenges with its canals and its intake. So we are afraid that maybe we may have challenges of siltation and flooding because it was established way back in 1980. So with the cyclones that we have faced, the cyclones Friday and Ena, it has damaged its canals. So it needs urgent attention. I submit, Mr. Deputy Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Honour Minister.
Thank you very much, Honourable First Deputy Speaker. I would like to thank the member for Chikwawa East for this very important question about the Nkate irrigation scheme. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I wish to inform the honourable member that my ministry is very much aware that Nkate irrigation scheme was damaged by tropical cyclone in 2022, whereby the weir at the intake got washed away. It is sad, Honourable First Deputy Speaker, that since 2022, nothing was done to rehabilitate this very important irrigation scheme. However, I am glad to inform the honourable member that Nkate irrigation scheme is on the priority list earmarked for rehabilitation in the 2026-27 financial year. The rehabilitation works are expected to address the damaged infrastructure and restore the scheme to its intended operational capacity, thereby improving agricultural productivity and enhancing food security in the area. Once the budget is passed, that is at the end of this session, and resources are committed, the ministry will commence preparatory works for rehabilitation of Nkate irrigation scheme. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, in view of this development, let me take this opportunity to urge the honourable member of Chikwawa East and the District Council to sensitize the community on the need of conserving the catchment area of Nkate River, which has been heavily degraded. Catchment degradation is leading to heavy siltation of the river, including the intake point of the scheme. And this is a big threat to the sustainability of the infrastructure, even after rehabilitation. I thank you, First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. I see the honourable member from Kadabe Mpamba, then the honourable member for Karonga Town, Chikwawa Central West. Good morning, Zomba Malosa. We can see you. We saw you carrying the cross over the weekend. That was very good. Thank you. Member Nkadabe Mpamba, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, for granting people of Nkadabe Mpamba, people of Senior Chief Timbiri, people of GVH Marepa, that they can also ask a supplementary question to Minister of Agriculture. Our Deputy Speaker, sir, in my constituency, there was an irrigation scheme which was supposed to be constructed. We call it the Limhasa irrigation scheme, and applied the project 5 years ago. Designs were done, feasibility studies were done, but due to other challenges, this project did not kick off. Mr. Speaker, sir, when the people of Nkata-Bempamba came in this chamber, they started following up this project in the ministry, and they were told that the project will be implemented under AGCOM 2. Deputy Speaker, sir, the question to Minister of Agriculture, people of Nkata-Bempamba would like to know when will this project going to start under AGCOM 2, considering that designs, feasibility study, everything were already done. Thank you.
Thank you. Karonga Town.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker, for recognizing the people of Karonga Town constituency to ask the able Minister of Agriculture. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, Nkata irrigation scheme is one of the very first old government schemes that were constructed under the Kamuzu era. And if I'm not mistaken, we had almost over 10 of them from the north up to the south. In between, we had several irrigation schemes constructed under Pride, under IAP, under IRAD, so many. I just wanted to ask the able Minister of Agriculture if maybe she could come in this house to give us a status of all these schemes and indicate their productivity. I think a lot of money, you agree with me that a lot of resources have been pumped into these schemes. Are we benefiting from them right now, apart from the rehabilitation that we are actually asking for? Second question, I should take advantage of for giving me the floor. We were told in this house that the bracket for the mega farmers who are going to be considered as mega farmers, a mega farming program, there will be those farmers with hectareages over 200. I'm just asking the able Minister of Agriculture that perhaps the ministry should consider reducing the bracket, perhaps up to 20 hectares, so that we can capture a lot of farmers under mega farming. If we put at 200 hectares, a lot of farmers will be left out. You consider the land pressure in the south, we may not have any mega farmer there. So I am asking the able Minister of Agriculture to reconsider the bracket, reduce it, capture more farmers under mega farming. That can help sort out the issues of food insecurity in the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Chikwawa Central West.
Yeah, thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker, and good morning. Through you, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, I would like to ask our able minister, who happens to come from our region, Shire Valley, and we are very proud of her. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I would like to ask the able minister to consider upgrading or renovating Nyampota irrigation scheme, Nkabeka, and also Nzangaya irrigation schemes in my constituency. As you are aware, Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, that in Chikwawa and maybe also in Nsanje, we normally receive annual rains, and most of our farmers, they depend on irrigation. So these irrigation schemes were initiated by some NGOs, Eagles Relief and World Vision, but on the way they stopped rehabilitating these schemes. So we wanted to ask our able minister if maybe through her ministry they can intervene so that these schemes can be functional, so that our farmers in Chihuahua Central West can be able to produce for their own and to sell. Thank you so much, Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Honourable First Deputy Speaker. Let me thank the Honourable Member for Nkata-Bempamba for the question about Limpasa irrigation scheme that was supposed to be constructed some time back, and there's nothing happening. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, let me respond as follows. The Limbasa irrigation scheme is a ready to implement scheme, and we will indeed implement it under AGCOM 2, but AGCOM 2 is not yet functional as of now. So when time comes, we will implement this project, but be assured that this financial year, this irrigation scheme will be constructed. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, there is a question or a contribution or a request from Karonga Town. Let me thank the honorable member for that very important contribution. Indeed, in this country, we have a lot of irrigation schemes. Unfortunately, during the previous government, nothing was done to make sure that all these irrigation schemes are functional. It is a sad situation, to be honest. And what we've decided as a government is that during this first year, during this financial year, we will not, or we will barely construct new irrigation schemes. We want to rehabilitate all of them and make sure that they are fully utilized by our farmers. And the other issue is, as stated by the State President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, and duly stipulated in our manifesto, we want irrigation to be at the core of the farming systems in this country. We can no longer rely on rain-fed agriculture. So irrigation is of very high priority in my ministry. In that regard, I want to give you comfort that these schemes will start working, and most of them will start working during the winter cropping. First Deputy Speaker, let me also assure the honorable member that we will come up with a statement on the status of the irrigation schemes in due course. But that is very simple, we can do that. On the contribution about mega farms, whether we should reduce from 200 to something like 20. Firstly, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, I don't know where this 200 hectares is coming from. Because as far as this government is concerned, a mega farm is a mega farm. It cannot be reduced to angon. That we will not do. You know, in this country, we have the habit of not doing things the way they are supposed to be done. We take everything simple, but certain things are not as simple as they seem. That's why we had that chaos, that malpractice in mega farms. A mega farm is a mega farm. And in as far as we are concerned, our model is such that a mega farmer should own not less than 1,000 hectares. And in those 1,000 hectares and more, he or she should anchor other farmers. And that's the model that we will use in as far as mega farms is concerned. During this financial year, because we are just starting to sensitize the public on what mega farms are after the chaos that happened, you know, it's sad that Malawians were, you know, meant to believe that the mega farms project is about receiving inputs for any farm that you have. No, a mega farm is a mega farm. So I would like to assure you, honorable member, that we'll implement the mega farms project as it is. This year, we are actually using our institutions like Luana, Prison Services, MDF, to actually implement this mega farm project. We are also bringing in investors from outside the country, and they are very ready to come. And Malawi will never be the same. When we see a mega farm, we will see that indeed this is a mega farm, and it will change the architecture of farming in this country. So please let us keep it the way it is. We implemented a mega farms program, let us do so. If there are smallholder farmers that need assistance, then we should explore other avenues for them, but not call it a mega farms project. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, sir, there is a request from Chikwawa Central West on the rehabilitation of Nyampota and another irrigation scheme, which I didn't get the name very well.
Kabeka.
Nkabeka. Oh, that's a very Sena name.
Yeah, and in Zangaya.
Mr. First Deputy Speaker, let me assure the honorable member, as I said, we intend to rehabilitate all irrigation schemes in this country. But let me make a statement, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, that we are also in conversation with NGOs. They like to plant these irrigation schemes. They get money from donors, and this money, Honorable Deputy Speaker, is in the name of Malawi government. Whenever an NGO wants to implement a project in any ministry, and particularly in my ministry, I've made it very clear, they have to come through the Ministry of Agriculture. Because this is where we are finding a lot of irrigation schemes and other projects that are abandoned. Once they get the money from the donor, they implement the project in the villages or in the schemes, and they leave the project without proper knowledge transfer and proper transfer to the Ministry of Agriculture. This is leaving us in a very difficult situation. So we want to assure you, we are a government. We will come, we will rehabilitate and make sure that our people are covered in terms of food security and commercialization of the agriculture sector. I thank you, First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Honourable members, I don't know why you are rising, because the Honourable Minister was responding to a series of supplementary questions from honourable members. So I will recognize the point of order, but I see so many leaders rising. The leader of opposition is rising, the leader of UTM is rising. What has gone wrong this side of the House? Leader of opposition and then leader of UTM.
Good morning, First Deputy Speaker. Not necessarily something gone wrong or out of order, but when your dear sister rose on a very important thing, she reminds the brother to raise an important element as well. Honorable Minister of Agriculture, this country has now started harvesting crops. In the absence of farm gate prices, it is evident that many farmers might be duped by the so-called vendors who might take advantage of the absence of the farm gates and probably impose low prices for agricultural commodities. So my rising up is to raise a policy-related question to your ministry as to when are you releasing the farm gate prices, because that will actually help, to provide the policy direction in terms of how each and every value chain would be marketed and so that, mindful of the fact that Malawi's economy is agriculture-based. And I hope, Honorable Minister, you will be able to furnish Malawians through the House. First Deputy Speaker, I submit.
Thank you very much, Leader of Opposition. I recognize the Leader of UTM.
Thank you so much, the First Deputy Speaker. Through you, I'm rising because agriculture is a very important ministry, and knowing that the government is trying its level-based, making sure that food is on the table, and maize down there is at 25,000 per bag. So we cannot just leave it like that, that we need to continue with the irrigation programs. That's why I want to ask the Minister of Agriculture, as I thank her for linking up with a number of donors, i.e. Plan Malawi, which he has constructed the irrigation system at Manyumba, Group Village Headman Manyumba. And they wanted to start with Group Village Headman Chimbalanga, but because of the work which they are doing at Group Village Headman Manyumba, and we wanted to ask the Minister of Agriculture if he can take that program at the Group Village Headman Chimbalanga, because this is a watershed area, and this Tukira Palombe plain where people didn't even harvest a lot because of the watershed, especially that side. But this side of the area, people, they've done well. The harvest is very good. But we are looking forward for the irrigation in Group Village Headman Chimbalanga, where Plan Malawi wanted to start the project, but because they are still doing with Group Village Manyumba, and we wanted the First Deputy Speaker, the Right Honorable, to ask the Minister if he can do that, continue the program with the Group Village Headman Chimbalanga in the Mombezi River, so that this area they can also continue irrigating and have a lot of bumper.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, the First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Today you've presented Malawians so well in the way you've dressed up. Please keep it up. Thank you. The Honourable Minister will recognize those, will take those questions when she comes to respond to question number 121, coming from the good people of Cholo, Vumbwe, Masenjere constituency. Honourable Member, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker. It's a new constituency. Indeed, the question number 121 is from Cholo, Vumbwe, Masenjere constituency, particularly Senior Chief Vumbwe. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister of Agriculture.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker, sir. I would like to thank the Honourable Leader of Opposition for a very important contribution and question about farm gate prices. I want to assure the House, firstly, the Leader of Opposition, the House, and Malawians, that farm gate prices should be out before or by end of this week. We've done everything. We are just awaiting the necessary approvals. So that will be done. And I want to assure Malawians that ADMAC is very ready to purchase produce from our farmers in various markets. Honourable First Deputy Speaker, I also thank the leader of UTM for her request that we construct or extend irrigation scheme at Group Village Headman Chimbalanga. May I request the Honourable Leader of UTM that they take care of this under the CDF in that constituency. Now, First Deputy Speaker, sir, I go to the question from Cholo, Vumbwe, Masenjere, Honourable Member. This question, First Deputy Speaker, is about the government introducing measures to protect dairy farmers. First Deputy Speaker, again, government is very much aware, especially my ministry, that dairy farmers, especially female-headed households, need support in terms of income and nutrition. Farmers are facing many challenges, mostly related to climate change, which has caused feed and water shortages in the country. These shortages force farmers to travel long distances to find feed and water, and make supplementary feed expensive. So the cost of feed production has risen. My ministry is urging processors to offer fair prices for milk, just for starters. First Deputy Speaker, we may wish to note that this government has put in place the following measures to cushion dairy farmers, not only in Cholo, but in the whole country. We will, very soon, as I said, establish minimum farm gate prices. For milk, this will be reviewed periodically to reflect production costs and ensure that farmers obtain fair and sustainable returns. Secondly, we will establish an animal industry council. This is a proposal that we are making as we are reviewing the Animal Production and Marketing Bill, which will provide for the establishment of this council. The council will regulate and coordinate all dairy and livestock matters, ensure effective representation of farmers' interests, and promote fairness within the value chain. First Deputy Speaker, sir, we will also promote livestock insurance. This government is promoting a livestock insurance scheme to cushion farmers against risks and uncertainties such as disease outbreaks, accidents, and climate-related shocks. Number 4, we are and we will regulate imports for milk and milk products. This will be done on a regular basis. And lastly, but not least, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, we have, as a government, reduced withholding tax on milk from 3% to 1% for milk sold to processors. I thank you, First Deputy Speaker, sir.
Thank you. The honorable member for Zomba, it cannot be 3 Zomba constituencies for a supplementary question. We will recognize the chairperson for the Agriculture Committee, and we will cross. What constituency is that from Zomba South, the other side?
The Zaboma constituency.
Is that Nambuma?
The Zaboma constituency.
Or then there's Zaboma constituency. Then Zomba City South. It has been pleaded so hard for me to recognize you. Then we'll go to the people of Lilongwe Likuni constituency. Thank you. In that order.
First Deputy Speaker, sir, thank you so much for recognizing Zomba Chikomwe constituency, and especially myself as chairperson of agriculture. Sometimes, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, we give credit when people have died. People are in the coffin. But at this point in time, allow me, First Deputy Speaker, to say bravo to our Honorable Minister of Agriculture. First Deputy Speaker, the way she handled the fertilizer distribution. Let's go to procurement. She came in very early, and the rains even came early as well. It was very, very difficult for her to perform. But then the way she handled the whole ministry, procurement, supply, and even distribution, it was amazing. If you look around, Honorable First Deputy Speaker, almost every constituency has been giving praise to her. I thought at this point in time, the House can rise and give a state of ovation to her. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Point of order.
Honorable Chairperson. Honorable Chairperson, you are putting your Deputy Speaker at a point where I'm failing to comment whether you had a question or the Honourable Minister happens to be a long-time sister of mine, and any comments contrary to what you have said might land me in a family dispute. So I don't want, after leaving this seat tonight, to land myself into a family dispute. So I will not rule anything on you, just to say you did so well. And bravo to you. Thank you very much.
Lilongwe Chiwamba.
Chiwamba, why are you raising?
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker, for allowing Lilongwe Chiwamba. First Deputy Speaker, is it in order the honourable member who has just resumed his seat to thank the Minister of Agriculture that she has handled very well the distribution of a fertilizer, while people of Lilongwe Chiwamba, mainly the Narikule ward, they did not receive fertilizer. I feel sorry that we can stand in this house and thank the Minister of Agriculture. I know that side they are making hula balloons because they have benefited a lot, but I represent people of Lilongwe Chiwamba. Lilongwe Chiwamba, they did not receive fertilizer.
Thank you. Honour Member, let me guide you as such. If we rise in here, Malawians do listen. If a member rises in the House and claims that the whole Lilongwe Chiwamba did not receive any fertilizer, people would think what you are saying is true. And if indeed what you are saying is true, then that will be the only constituency in Malawi that has not received any fertilizer. And it will be very sad that a constituency in Malawi has not received any fertilizer. The Honourable Minister will respond to that, because I'm failing to make a ruling because I don't have the statistics and data handy of what you are trying to insinuate. Let's continue. There's a Boma for a supplementary question. Honourable Member for Chikwawa West, how are you?
First Deputy Speaker, undinena kuti sewanga sudzateka udzateka nthawi yake ikwana ngakhale so MCP wadaukanika tingaona ngati atipangira ndi mayankha choncho anthuwa sewacha pananga udzateka ndithu anduna ajabi muhangu anatimangira chibridge chabwino sangalephere kumalizira sewa ndi zimene ndimauza koma kwayamikira anduna agriculture ndi zansewacha pananga of agriculture. She has done well.
Honourable Member, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's only in the morning. It's only on a Tuesday. We are just coming out of Easter, and this is a time we consider to be the holiest time of our time. Can we come to the House sober and reduce the tempers in the House? The floor has been granted to the Honourable Member for the Zaboma constituency. The Zaboma, you have the floor.
I thank you, Honourable Deputy.
Honourable Member for the Zagasina, resume your seat now. Resume your seat now. Honourable Member for the Zagasina, resume your seat now. Honourable Member for the Zaboma, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker, for allowing the people of the Zaboma constituency to add a supplementary question. The Zaboma constituency experiences water crisis during the months of July to January. During this period, the people of the Zaboma drink unprotected water from bad streams and wells together with pets. The people of the Zaboma would therefore like to request from the Honorable Minister to consider constructing a dam at Chitowe River. The dam will help to supply enough water to the affected areas in the Zaboma town. I thank you.
Thank you. Honourable Member for Zomba City South, you have the floor. Then Lilongwe Likuni, in that order, please. Zomba City South, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker. Through you, I should also thank the Honorable Minister of Agriculture for the wonderful job that she's doing. The people of Zomba City South received their fertilizer, and therefore I also join Zomba Chikomwe in congratulating the Minister of Agriculture for the wonderful job that she's doing. First Deputy Speaker, mine is on milk production. We know that our country produces about 65 million liters a year, and this is far less than the needs of the country. Further to that, our consumption is less than 10 kilograms per person per year, against a regional average of almost 20 kilograms per person per year. I thought the Minister would want to speak to these two facts. I thank you.
Thank you. Lilongwe Likuni constituency.
Revolutionary greetings, honorable members. Through you, Chair, I stand to ask the question to the Minister of Agriculture. I believe the Minister of Agriculture supplied us fertilizer 700 bags at Mpingu, but before the closure network was taken, Mawelo network was taken, then the fertilizer at Mpingu were taken. So I had to rush to Mawelo and I had to put my own rocks at the door so that they should not take that fertilizer, because that fertilizer belonged to my people who voted for me here. So I'm seeking for the guidance that my people are suffering. They have no food. Why are you taking that fertilizer that belongs to my people? Thank you.
Honourable Member. Honourable members, let me guide the honourable member for this, for Lilongwe Likuni this way. Honourable member, anger, so insinuating words when you rise, insinuating words like sell out in Parliament is very unparliamentary. And
I withdraw, Chair. I withdraw.
And
I withdraw.
Member, switch off your microphone. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Honourable member, sit down. I recognize you for a question, for a supplementary question. Honourable member, you listen from the chair. When you are recognized for a supplementary question, you've raised your question. You wait for the answer. You don't need to entertain to anyone trying to distract you. Because when you're communicating to the chair, and the minister is responding. So, same as what I'm doing to you now, I'm communicating to you, and anyone who is trying to make noise, I'm not recognizing them. And I can't see them. So, the beauty of sitting here, even if you make too much noise, I cannot see you, I cannot hear you, because I see the house as one. Honourable Minister for Agriculture, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker, sir. Firstly, let me thank Zomba City South for their kind words to me and members of staff in my ministry. We appreciate. Thank you very much, honorable members. Zomba City South. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, there was a question, a contribution, and allow me to call it an accusation from Lilongwe Chiwamba. Yes. First Deputy Speaker, this is a house of records. And sometimes when we are honorable members, maturity helps a lot. We should make responsible statements here. And we should make statements that are backed by proper research and data. First Deputy Speaker, sir, I'm saying this because what was said by Lilongwe Chiwamba is a very irresponsible statement. Lilongwe Chiwamba received 6,257 bags of NPK, 5,438 bags of urea. This is a total of 11,695 bags. Mr. First Deputy Speaker, this is 80% of NPK and 69% of urea, the total being 74%. As I put it in my statement under FISIP, First Deputy Speaker, and before I say it, sometimes it's to let sleeping dogs lie. I said it in this house, in this very honorable and august house, that in the previous government, Central Region had 78% of
Point of order.
And the South
Point of order.
had 27%. First Deputy Speaker, it's not fair to make statements that are not correct. So, in short, First Deputy Speaker, without saying much, Lilongwe Chiwamba received fertilizer to the tune of 11,695 bags. First Deputy Speaker, I now go to Lilongwe Likuni. Member, and I thank him for his question, which is being asked for the second time. I answered that we closed FISIP on the 13th of March and will not open. Whatever fertilizer remained, as I said, will be used for winter cropping. So, First Deputy Speaker, through you, if anybody in this country tries to block government from taking that fertilizer back, the law will take its course. So I urge the honorable member, if the rocks are still
Honour
there,
Minister of Agriculture,
go and remove
Honour
them.
Minister of Agriculture, please resume your seat for a second. Honourable Leader.
First Deputy Speaker, I would like to indicate that we'll continue with questions after health break. I beg to move.
Thank you, honour members. We have a motion on the floor that question time being extended after the health break. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. Honour Minister of Agriculture to finish responding.
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker. Let me finish with Lilongwe Likuni. Please, if the rocks are there, go and remove them. Because, as I said, this is a government, and the law will take its course. We will not tolerate anything like that. First Deputy Speaker, I now go to the Zaboma. Boma has decried the water crisis that happens in that area from July, and they are requesting us to construct a dam at Chikowe River to take care of the water problem at Boma. I want to assure the honorable member that we will come to assess the situation and indeed make sure that we address the issue of the water problem, whether through a dam or other means. So be assured, we have taken note of this and we will address it somehow. Honorable First Deputy Speaker, Zomba City South, thank you for your kind words. May I register my sincere apologies? I did not get the question very well, First Deputy Speaker. So if he might repeat the question.
Zomba City South.
Thank you so much, First Deputy Speaker. My question was in relation to our milk production as a country. We are producing less than our needs. We are producing 65 million liters per year, and yet we need much more, leading to importation of a lot of milk products and milk from outside the country. I also did mention, First Deputy Speaker, that consumption of milk is at less than 10 kilograms per person per year. And this is against the regional average of 20 kilograms per person per year. So I thought maybe the minister would want to speak to these too. I submit.
Minister?
Thank you very much, First Deputy Speaker, and thank you very much, Zomba City South. Indeed, milk production is very low in this country, and so is the population of livestock in this country. As a ministry, we are working hard to make sure that we promote livestock farming as a business in this country, especially for our youth. So there's a special program that we want to implement to encourage and promote livestock farming. Let me also hasten to say that we have a special project where we have assistance from the United States. There's a university at the United States which is helping us to import semen for our livestock to make sure that we boost milk production. So in the next 1 or 2 years, a lot of things will come right. I thank you, First Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honour Minister, for that response. Honour members, before I suspend for a health break, I have some announcements to make. The first announcement comes from the Right Honourable Speaker, Honourable Samuel Gafar Suleiman, announcing of an important business committee meeting taking place during the health break this morning. The business committee leaders, I'm sure, are aware of this meeting. Please, let's attend. The second announcement comes from the good people of Zomba City South constituency. The people of Zomba City South constituency have brought us visitors to the house. They are chiefs, councillors, ward chairpersons, led by Group Village Headman Chikanda. They are in the house. So can I request Group Village Headman Chikanda and the councillors and your team to please rise. There are a total of 29 people. Can you please rise so we can appreciate you? Thank you very much. Welcome to Parliament. Welcome to Parliament. You are welcome. Please enjoy your stay in Lilongwe, and the Right Honourable Speaker welcomes you to Parliament. The next set of visitors are visitors coming from, they are visitors from Neno South constituency. Honourable Member for Desagasina, please order. There are visitors from Neno South constituency. They are 35 in number. They are from Neno primary schools. May the visitors from Neno primary schools please rise so we can appreciate you. Neno primary school, please rise. They are seated to my far right. Welcome to Parliament. May the honorable member for the constituency please rise and wave at your visitors. You cannot see her, she's seated to my far right. Welcome to Parliament. The honorable member please wants to wave at our people. Thank you very much. Please take your seats. Welcome to Parliament. And next time you have time, please come to visit us again. The next set of visitors, honour members, we have received a group of St. John of God Hospital Services, Lilongwe and Mzuzu branches. Apart from providing mental health services, it is running a project. Honour members, can I have order? It is a very important. Can I have order from my right? Can I have order from my right? We have received visitors from St. John of God, Lilongwe and Mzuzu branches. Apart from providing mental services, it is running a project targeting children and youth with disabilities. With funding from Christopher Blind on Mission International, the project is focusing on enhancing the rights of children and youth with disabilities in Mzimba North and Lilongwe Rural. The aim of visiting Parliament includes to bring awareness to the members of Parliament, government officials, and other stakeholders on challenges being faced by children and youth with disabilities. These challenges include, but not limited to, access to health and rehabilitation services, access to education, as most schools are not disability-friendly, access to other social services, such as the social cash transfer, among others. They also face a lot of stigma and discrimination. So they have come from Zuzu and Lilongwe, St. John of God. They are 70 in number. It includes children with disabilities. Can I request our guest from St. John of God to please rise so Parliament can appreciate you. St. John of God. Thank you very much. Honour members, welcome to Parliament, all of you from St. John of God, the therapists, the team of therapists, the team of caregivers. These are guests of the Honourable Minister of Gender. And can you also rise, St. John of God, so that you can appreciate the Honourable Minister of Gender is here. Can you all rise from St. John of God, rise again, so you can wave at the Minister of Gender, Disability and Social Welfare. She's seated to my right. The lady in a beautiful attire, the one waving at you. Thank you very much. Please rise. Sit. Honour members, there's no cabinet that sits on both sides of the house. There's always a cabinet and a shadow cabinet on the other side. So we will need the shadow cabinet positions to be formalized. I would like to declare interest. I am also an expert in issues of disability health, and the members seated up there, I've worked intensively myself as a rehabilitation worker and as a physiotherapist. I've worked as an occupational therapist. In my final graduation, that is coming up soon, I'll be graduating with a master's degree in speech and language pathology from the University of Toronto. So I'm so conversant I'm so conversant with the issues that St. John of God. I'm not applying for a job. I hope St. John of God know that I'm well employed here and I'm happy working where I am working. Honour members, on a special note, we have received a special guest from the people of Rumpi North, the leader of this house. The leader has graced us with Dr. Mark Mkandawire, Father Dr. Mark Mkandawire from Mzuzu Diocese. Father Mkandawire is in the house to observe deliberations and engage Parliament. May I therefore ask Father Dr. Mkandawire to rise so the house can appreciate you. May I ask you to maintain, to still rise? Leader, please, you are guest. Father Mkandawire, please rise. And the leader, can I ask the leader of opposition to also welcome Father Mkandawire?
Welcome to Parliament.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please enjoy your stay in Lilongwe. You are welcome to Parliament.
Welcome to MPUNGWE-PUNGWE YouTube channel. Subscribe for you to enjoy more of our videos anytime we upload.